Hi, and welcome along to AFTV Transfer Daily, the show that keeps you up to date with players that have been linked with the summer transfer and moved to Arsenal. Arsenal set to play a friendly today, another one of the behind closed doors friendlies, this time against Watford at their London Coney training ground. If you don't know, Watford's training ground is literally, and when I say literally, I mean literally next door. You come out of Arsenal's training ground, you walk a few yards and Watford's training ground's there. It actually used to be Arsenal's training ground and Watford took it over. So they won't have very far to go, but yep, they're set to play Watford today. Of course, they should have been playing, who would they have been playing today? It would have been Everton, wouldn't it? Everton on today, they would have been playing over in Florida, but of course that got cancelled. And another team they were supposed to play was Inter Milan. And rumours that flew around yesterday, and the guys were all over it last night on AFTV News Daily, was the link with Lautaro Martinez, the brilliant striker who plays for Inter Milan. Got to say, one of the top-rated strikers in European football, really highly thought of. Still only 23 and worth £77 million. Is what the valuation we are told. Now, Arsenal reportedly yesterday made an inquiry about the availability of Lautaro Martinez. Now, that's big. He scored 19 goals in all competitions last season. And as I said, considered one of the top strikers in European football. Now, you'd say to yourself, why would Inter Milan want to sell Martinez? He's such a great player. Before Lukaku came in, he was sort of the main guy. Still been doing brilliantly even with Lukaku there. But we do know that Inter Milan have been in a lot of financial trouble. They sold Hakimi, who was, one of their best players last season. He's gone to PSG, and they're said to be open to selling Martinez if they got up towards that £77 million. Previous bids have apparently been made by Barcelona, by Manchester City for around about 60 million, and those bids were rejected. So could Arsenal go in and make a bid that would get up in around that fee that might be tempting to Inter Milan? Wow, what do you guys think of this? It would be amazing if Arsenal could pull it off. But, and here it comes, but you knew it was coming. I think this would be an extremely difficult deal to pull off. First of all, would he want to come to Arsenal with no European football? This is the problem when you're trying to sign a player like this, even if you have got the money. Would he want to come? No European football. So there's that. Number two, as I said, I mean, a lot of people saw this and laughed. And it shouldn't laugh, really, because I remember a lot of people saw it and laughed when we were linked with Pepe. So, and it's an inquiry that's been made. I very much doubt it's going to happen. But these are the sort of inquiries and the sort of players that Arsenal should be trying to sign. When I see stuff like this, I'm not laughing. I'm hoping that this is serious, and I'm hoping that Arsenal are actually looking to try and do a deal like this. If it's impossible to get done, it's impossible to get done. But these are the sort of deals and the sort of players that Arsenal need to be bringing in if we are to get back to where we want to be. So I don't want to see laughing when we're interested in players like this. This should be the norm for a club the size of Arsenal. So probably nothing will come of it. But I'm encouraged to see that these are the type of players that we're inquiring about, because, as I said, he is absolute quality. But unfortunately, I doubt it would happen. Of course, the reasons why we're trying to look for maybe a player like him is the fact that, Hector Bellerin, sorry, not Hector Bellerin. Going to get to Hector Bellerin in a minute, but Lacazette could be going. Could we use Lacazette as part of a bargaining for it? I don't know. I mean, but it's an interesting one that we're linked with Martinez. Let's see how that one develops out. We know that Arsenal may be in the hunt for a striker if Lacazette goes. We've seen the links with Tammy Abrahams. Could this one have any bones on it? We will find out. Could they use Hector Bellerin? Just mentioned him as a bargaining tool. We know that Inter Milan would like to sign Hector Bellerin. This is all stalled at the moment. Arsenal looking for about £20 million for him, and Inter Milan not willing to pay that. As I said, they're short of money at the moment. Even though they won the league last season, even though they're in the Champions League this season, they've really got to cut down on their spending there. They want Hector Bellerin, but at the moment, simply can't afford it. So could this be thrown into any deal? That's if Martinez would want to come, by the way. But interesting one that we have to keep our eye on. And Hector Bellerin, interesting with him that, you know, he's apparently desperate to leave, but that's all stalled as well. Another player who was supposed to be leaving was Alex Runarsson, our sort of third choice goalkeeper, or fourth or fifth. He came in as the second choice, but he's nowhere near that now. Now he was all set to go on a loan move to Altay over there in Turkey, but that has collapsed now. So Alex Runarsson will be still at Arsenal. Excuse me. Apparently Arsenal looking to try and find another alternative club that they can send him out on loan to for a season, but that has collapsed and he is not going to be going to Turkey to join Altay. And what about Renato Sanchez? Hearing news yesterday that Lille have said he is for sale. There were a couple of rumors a couple of weeks ago where Lille was sort of saying, you know, we're not looking to sell Renato Sanchez. We sold enough of our players. However, Le 10 Sport reporting today that they've decided that they will cash in on Renato Sanchez. Now, should Arsenal pounce on this? For me, it's almost a no-brainer. From what I saw of him in the Euros, the fact that he had a good season last year, he's matured since he first came to this league and was at Swansea, and it was an absolute disaster. He's matured from his days at Bayern, where it didn't work out for him, and he's turned into a really, really top player, and he's still young and will get better. And I think it would be a great signing for Arsenal. He'd know about the Premier League. It wouldn't be an unexpected thing for him no more. So why not? We need a player there. We keep hearing about we want a defensive midfielder who's going to progress the ball. I don't think there's many better in European football holding it and progressing it. And as I said, I was so impressed with him in the Euros. He was a beast in that midfield. And would be available for anything from about 25 to 30 million. No brainer for me, but let's see how that one develops. Let's see if Edu and Arteta are thinking like how probably we're thinking. But interesting. Martin Ødegaard's the other interesting one. We spoke about this one on yesterday's show, and those rumors still persist today that Ødegaard would like a return back to Arsenal. Again, another club, another big club in Real Madrid in lots and lots of financial trouble with lots of very expensive players that they just cannot get off of their wage bill, and something's going to have to give. There's been this report that Ødegaard's been looking more and more distant. I saw a couple of videos where they were showing in training where he'd scored a goal and nobody come up to him and hugged him, and then other people scored and they were, come on now, people looking ridiculously into things like this. However, what is real is the fact that there is this big financial cloud over Real Madrid. You notice Real Madrid, Barcelona, they haven't been spending big at all this summer. And Real Madrid letting Varane go to Man United tells you all you need to know about their financial situation at the moment. So could Ødegaard be another player to move? Arteta would love that because he would be perfect for what Arteta wants to do. He's very creative. I thought he did very well in his loan move. He's good at the pressing game. He'd be perfect for Arsenal. Problem solved for Mikel Arteta, especially if he is leaving Madrid. I don't think that would be a difficult deal to get done, but it's to be seen if these rumors are true and that Madrid are willing to let him go. And that if he, well, I think he would want to come, but are Madrid willing to let him go? And of course, the guy, he wants to succeed at Madrid. I mean, they're the biggest club in the world. So he's been there since he was, 16, 17. Of course he wants to succeed there, but let's wait and see how that one works out. Excuse me. Again, another one that could progress through this window. And then there's Serginho Dest. Now, the rumours are that Arsenal's still interested in trying to sign the right back from Barcelona, and that they've been in contact with his representatives over the last few days, according to the Spanish media, about him coming to Arsenal. They like Sergiño Dest. He's quick, he's direct, he's the sort of modern day right wing back that Arsenal would love to sign. However, Dest is insisting he wants to stay at Barcelona. He doesn't want to leave Barcelona. Again, though, this is another one of those situations where the club is in serious financial problems. I mean, Barcelona's problems even worse than Real Madrid. They've just got player after player after player that they need to get rid of, that they can't get rid of, and they are struggling at the moment. And again, this is one that could be tested as the window goes on. Remember, the transfer window doesn't close until the end of August, right? The end of August. We know the season starts mid-August, 13th of August, with Arsenal kicking off against Brentford. But the actual window doesn't close till the end of August. There's still lots of time for movement on these types of deals. And could Dest be one of those? Could he be destined? Yeah, that one. I'll leave the jokes. But could he be destined to come to Arsenal? Who knows? It would be a perfect addition. And what about Joe Willett? Joe Willett getting linked with a move to Monaco. Now, we've all seen the links with Newcastle. We see Steve Bruce practically every day on TV saying, oh, we're waiting on Arsenal. Of course we want him. You ain't got no money though, bro. You know what I mean? They seem to want him on loan. And Arsenal, I think the only way they're going to budge on this one is if they get the money. Although I have heard rumours that Arsenal were talking about sending him on a loan for another season to Newcastle, which just doesn't make no sense to me. However, there's rumours coming out of France that Monaco are interested in signing Joe Willett. Of course, if he went to a club like Monaco, it'd be Champions League football guaranteed. But I don't know, would Joe Willett want to go to Monaco? That would be a bit of a surprise move for me if he decided to go to Monaco on a permanent deal. Listen, this will be a lovely place to live, I can tell you that. But having been there, you can't think of a better place to live than Monaco. But for his football career, I don't know. I don't see that. I don't see him going to Monaco. Obviously, he's a young English player. He would have seen what happened in the Euros with his compatriot Saka. And he'll be wanting to get into that England team as well. And if you go to Monaco, you're out of the limelight. You're playing in French football. I don't know. I still think he's either going to want to stay at Arsenal, or he probably may even prefer that Newcastle loan move to that. But I don't know. Listen, I'm just thinking what I'd be thinking if I was him. Money talks in all of these deals. That's the main thing. Wages. That's how you could get a Willett, a Lautaro Martinez, and these types of players. So interesting, and we have to wait and see how all of these develop out. So those are the rumors for today. Thanks for watching the show. Don't forget to tune into AFTV News Daily tonight. We'll be keeping you updated on everything happening. We'll keep you updated on that friendly. If that does take place today, we'll be all over that here on AFTV. So make sure you check that out. And we will be back here in the